because honestly, every time I see girls dressed like that, the only thing I think of is it peer pressure? Or is it just a lack of self-esteem?
Decency, modesty, this is why men don't respect men. Tell me, can you show me a time in history where men have ever respected women?
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So there's this YouTuber by the name Maraji. She's known for comedy, and typically, like, that's how I got to know her. She does a lot of very funny comedies and stuff like that. So not too long ago, I think it's actually months ago now, if I remember, I'll put it on the screen. She made this video, and I remember coming across that video. I actually left a comment. I can't remember the comment I left when I watched that video, and I was actually happy that I got to see the video, because nowadays there's the way YouTube is, sometimes even people that you're subscribed to, you don't even get to see their videos, you don't get notifications. You know, I was so glad that this video, you know, I saw it. And I remember I left a comment, and basically she made this video and she titled it something about unpopular opinions, something like that. And she started off with one of the things she mentioned, you know, was about women's dressing and exposing the body and all of those things. You know what, I will actually let you guys, I'm going to show you guys what the issue is. I don't know if I can call it an issue. And to be honest, Instablog shared it and showed a video of another lady. She's an Instagrammer. She said something, and Instablog put it in a way that is like that lady was countering what Maraji has said. I'll put her video, I can't remember, I think Chisom or something. I'll put it on the screen as well, right? But I'm going to be honest and say that the lady didn't mention Maraji's name, but you understand why the two are being linked. So let me let you guys actually listen to what Maraji said, and then I will let you guys listen to what the other lady said as well.
With my full chest, I agree with them. Number one, trendy nakedness. I call it trendy nakedness. Like, you see girls these days dressed literally half naked, and it's fashion. You go down the comments and it's just, oh my goodness, girl, you slay.
Yes, Gaga, slay, mama. Yeah.
If you say anything other than this is not decent, or you're very pretty but I wish you would cover up a bit more, you are wicked, you are just a witch, cause how can you harbor such wickedness in your heart? You will see fine girl, you know, go appreciate her. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny about this whole nakedness like trend is that they know. You guys, they know. They are aware and they want to do it. I saw a video one day and the girl was like, watch me wear my ashawo dress to this party. Huh? Or something in that line. She was trying to get ready for something, and she was like, watch me get ready in my ashawo clothes. But you know what's sad? If someone else calls her an ashawo, she's not gonna like her. She's not gonna take it lightly. That's a hate speech. That's wrong. That's so wicked. You are harboring evil in your heart against her. Why? Why you go call her ashawo? But she can call herself ashawo. Yeah. She can say she's an ashawo, but you can't. Like, people have this fear of being cancelled, this fear of, if I talk now, they'll say they hate. I beg, I don't want to talk, man, but just do what they want to do. And I feel like it's just so terrible. It's just this fear of the cancel culture on social media. And yeah, I've been cancelled before, so I know what it feels like to be cancelled for an opinion, or to be cancelled for something you think and that other people don't think or agree with. And that fear kind of fades away the more you get cancelled. Like, the more you get cancelled, the more it's not like shocking to you anymore.
Nice.
But I understand it. I understand why people are afraid. Everybody wants to be loved. I'm just like, what is going on? Everything that's just like, you don't have value for your breast. You don't have value that this is my nyashu, this is my breast, nobody must see it too. Apart from maybe now I kind of open to the idea of indecency. I still believe that women should be decent, and it's very, very beautiful and attractive that women are decent.
So that's the video that Maraji shared, and now I'll let you guys listen to what this lady has to say, so we can then kind of balance the whole thing.
This is why men don't respect women in this generation. Decency, modesty, this is why men don't respect women. Tell me, can you show me a time in history where men have ever respected women? Is it when they were not allowed to vote? When women were not allowed to own properties? Or when were not allowed to, didn't have right to their child? When women were not allowed to work outside of their home, and even if they did, they get paid a fraction compared to what men earn? Is it when domestic violence was like when if the food is too hot, the man, if the food is too cold, the man? Tell me a time in history where men have respected women. People that not even, before they didn't even see you as a human being. I'm not sure they see you now as a human being. So tell me when men as a collective have ever respected women. So it's not a woke generation. Even the asleep generation that was sleeping and snoring, they were still being disrespected and dogged out more by men than in this generation. So it's everything that you use in doing pick me. I get to pick your brain for once and think. Rubbish.
Yeah. So first thing first that came to my mind is that like I said already, I don't know if she was really referring to Maraji's video or not. She didn't mention her name. That is on one side. But at the same time, why I'm even questioning that again is that she was speaking from the angle of men respecting women. Maraji's video didn't say anything. I actually had to go back and rewatch it before making this video. Maraji didn't even say anything about men respecting women. She didn't speak about modesty as in something you do to get men's respect. This is my opinion as well. I would think that is Maraji's opinion as well, is that the modest dressing is about self-respect, not something you do for somebody else to respect you. Listen to her again. She's like, if I'm not mistaken, she said something like, I'd be like, do you not have any shame that people are seeing you in this way? People are seeing this and seeing that part of your body. She never said anything about people respecting you. She spoke about self-respect, and that is my stand on it as well. Chisom addressed the aspect of doing it for men, you know, and then she was speaking about respect of women in a different angle. She was speaking from the angle of women's rights and stuff like that. But I don't think modest dressing has anything to do with, well, I don't see it from that angle of women's rights, right? People that even talk about the dressing for men's respect, it's typically about the mentality of some women that think, if I dress this way, I will get more men. When people then say you don't get men's respect by exposing your body, you know, you see, when we talk about exposing body, there are different levels. There are different levels. Oh, there are some that are just like, it comes across as there's something not right in the brain. I'm not saying this to be disrespectful or insult or whatever. No, if something is so unusual and so, if I can use the word, unacceptable in society, most societies these days, people are not used to people bringing everything out there. There is a place and time for everything. There is a bathroom for your showers and stuff like that. You know that people are saying the body is natural, God made us natural. There are a lot of things in our lives that are natural. The poop we do is natural, but there's a reason why you go do it in the privacy of your toilet or whatever. You know, you don't just come out the middle of the street and start pooping. Showering is natural as well. There's a reason why we do it in the bathroom. When you think about it, you cover your body, it's about your privacy. Let me even put it that way. And then they see somebody come out and exposing everything. You know, even in Maraji's video, she talked about, it's not even like, okay, they show cleavage or whatever. Some of us don't show anything at all. There's basically nothing hidden at all. Is it the nyash that they expose? And from the angle of, if you think men will respect you, it's not about women's rights. No, it's a different topic on its own. It is from the angle of, if I dress this way, I will attract more male attention. The message then is that you will get your attention, but it's not the respectable kind of attention. That is what, when people talk about respect, let me tell you, anybody that comes out there with barely anything on will get attention. But what does that attention mean? Is it attention in a good way, or is it attention in the other way? A lot of people will turn around. But even speaking about men, right? Most men would look, because so much is being shown to them. Some may look and frown, some may look and lost, some may look or whatever. But when it comes to, I'm still going back to that idea of women that think this is how you get men's attention. The truth be told, the kind of men's attention they would get are not typically, in 99.9% of the time, are not the positive kind of male attention. It's not that attention of, I would like to have this lady in my life. It will be the attention of, I wonder how she is in bed. I would like to have a trial of that. Not I would like to keep this. No, a trial of it. They see such women as, you know, experiment. What if she's good? Or what if she's good in bed? What if she... That's where it ends. A majority of men don't approach those kind of women for long-term relationships. And the funny thing is that you see such kind of women will come out and complain that men of these days, all they want to do is this, all they want to do is that. The thing is, there are a lot of men out there that are looking for a woman for keeps, but rarely you find a man that wants a woman that puts everything out there for other people to spectate and think about bringing that woman and keeping in his life forever. It's not very common. So I want to really make sure we differentiate it between women's rights and respect, as in what kind of men does that attract? Because some women think is the best way to attract a man. And there are some people that will be like, such and such a popular person does this, such and such a punch. And I come to see that even the so-called celebrities that do a bit of it, they call it an art. And then maybe they do it when they go to perform or whatever. But a lot of the time you see them on the street, they actually dress like majority of people you see out there. I remember when we were younger then, I remember there was an interview they granted of Charlie Boy, and they were Charlie Boy's mother. And they were asking her, how do you feel? Because that Charlie Boy came, and it was, Charlie Boy, if I'm remembering right, it was not nudity, but it was kind of like an awkward kind of dress. And like, okay, what is all this combination of things he's wearing and all of those things? And when they were interviewing his mother, the mother said that she is a nurse. She said, when I'm going to my nursing job, she wears a nursing uniform, and she sees what the son does as his uniform for the music thing, for his profession. Because the guy is a singer and some kind of things like that, arts basically, you know. So it's still coming back to, there's a place and time for it. But for a young lady on the streets of Nigeria or the streets of whatever, you know, come out and they are putting out, let me tell you what happens when a woman, and sometimes I've asked this question before. If we think this is civilization, why are men not civilizing like this? Why are men not taking off more and more and more? If you lived in the middle of the jungle where everybody dresses or doesn't wear anything, then that is what it is there. But when you come out to a place where it is different and you're dressing in this way, people in most cases look at such a person that there's something must be wrong, because they will wonder, because normally there is that shame, if I can use the word shame, you know, of your privacy. Even as an everyday person, if you're on the street and something happened and your clothes got pulled up, or you had a wardrobe malfunction or whatever, and part of your body shows, first thing you do is to, oh my goodness, you know, cover themselves. And when somebody else then comes out and everything is out there, people wonder, what is wrong with that person? Because the thinking then is that your thinking must not be right. There must be, I'm just being honest, there must be some screws missing. If you cannot, if other people can be like, oh my goodness, my privacy, and somebody else comes out and has no sense of it at all, no sense of privacy, no sense of this is mine, nobody needs to, you know, spectate, and people naturally will wonder, what is wrong? And then the first thing they think, there's something wrong in the head. Typically, you know what I mean? Just like, for example, in Nigeria, for example, you will see people with mental health problems that are on the streets. We say mad people. They have no shame because they've lost it in the head. So they don't have that thing we have, like, oh my goodness, nobody needs to see my private part of my body, because the brain has been affected. So they don't have that ability anymore. That's what happens when somebody in a society where this is not normal. This is supposed to be privacy, dignity, self-respect, and then somebody comes out and showing so much, people are naturally going to look and say, is he okay? Is she okay? What's happening? You understand what I'm trying to say? People are typically going to, some people call it judging, but in a way it's not judging, but it is, in a way, it's basically people looking and saying, okay, something must be wrong with this person if they don't feel any shame. Let's be honest. If you look, typically, when people dress and come out and they're showing extremely too much, the bomb shots or all of those things, typically, look at their circle. Look at their circle, you will see that there is a place everybody belongs. When we talk about class, there is a place people without class will not fit in. Let's be honest. There is a place. I'll say this again. If you go to the beach and you are dressed with a swimsuit, whatever, it's a place and time. You know what I mean? You go to the swimming pool, it's a place and time. There is a place and time for everything. But when you show that you have the inability to know the difference, people look at you and feel like there's something not right about you. So, and I'm saying it again, I'm not going to say that Chisom was speaking to Maraji. I don't know. The thing is, because the topics are similar, Instablock kind of put them together. That's what I'm thinking. Because even the Chisom herself, I looked at her platform. She dresses properly. Let me put it. I never knew that the day will come when I put properly like that. She doesn't expose her body. She doesn't. I looked at her platform. I didn't see where she was exposing her body. And it's funny when some women say, they feel like it's a right to show their body. It's my right, it's my right. And I'm like, there are a lot of things we should talk about rights. Why that? It's my right, it's my right. And I'm like, some people forget there's a difference between, I've said it several times, there's a difference between your right and what is right. So at the end of the day, people can do what they want to do depending on the society, because there are some ways you cannot dress in, for example, a place like Nigeria or Middle East or whatever. But the thing is this, just as much as people say, oh, it's my right to dress this way or that, that's true. But people also have the right to choose if they want to relate. I mean, if they want to be associated with you, people have the right. That's the thing. You have the right to dress how you dress. Nobody is going to force anybody to dress this way or dress that way. Just the same way, you cannot force people to accept you. You cannot force people to want to associate with you. You cannot force, that's the thing. You cannot force people on how they should view your dressing. You can't force it on people. Before I forget, there's something else Chisom said. She said, time when women had no rights to this, women had no rights to this, women had no rights to this and rights and that. I made a video recently which I explained. Women have always had rights. The only thing is that our rights were not respected. Two different things. And let's not forget that we have come a long way as women when it comes to our rights. I don't know what your opinions are about this. As always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. And with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.